Hello there, and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm, of course, George. Welcome along to the channel, everybody. It's a match preview. We play Ipswich Town on Saturday, the 26th of August at Portman Road, and it's one that we'll be previewing in today's video. So we're going to have a look at Ipswich. We're going to have a look at the form between the two teams, and then I'm going to do a little, little thing, sort of a travel pack, if you like I did against Birmingham as well. Something that I'm trying to bring in for the new season on away games only, of course, because everybody knows about Leeds and Ellen Road, don't they? Or they should do if you're a Leeds United fan, of course. So, yeah, let's get on with it then. And first and foremost, Ipswich, of course. Yeah, like I said, 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday, the 26th of August. I imagine Ipswich will be playing in their regular blue shirts, white shorts, and blue socks. I imagine Leeds United are going to rock up again in their fruit salad third kit, the pink and yellow shirts with the pink shorts and pink socks. Hopefully, we'll fare better in it than we did against Birmingham a couple of weeks ago. So it's our second away game of the season. Fourth in all, we are still awaiting our first win. Bit of team news, although I am doing it before Daniel Farke has spoken. I am recording this before Daniel Farke has spoken to the media. I think it's pretty much the same. Sam Greenwood did return to the squad in Friday night's 1-1 draw at Ellen Road against West Brom. I think that's about it. I don't think there's any more new injuries. Cooper's out, Somerville's still out. There's a few others, Firpo, others that are still out, but pretty much as you were, really. I think there's no new signings, but as of just now, just recording now, the news have come out that Leeds United have made a bid for Bayer Leverkusen centre midfielder Amari, 26-year-old centre midfielder, German caps for his country, former Hoffenheim player, already played for Bayern Leverkusen this season, albeit just a 1-minute cameo appearances on the weekend for their first game of the season. But it looks like Fabrizio Romano, like I said, just now, really, as I'm recording this just before I've come on, he said that we've put a bid in, a formal bid to Bayern Leverkusen for Amari. It's a player that Daniel Farke wants. Now, the general consensus is, let me know in the comments what you're thinking about this before we get into the preview, but generally it seems like he's a little bit too good for Leeds United. But let's wait and see. We do need CM cover, of course. Kamara's another one on everybody's lips, but let's wait and see. If that happens, I don't expect any new signings before the game on Saturday, and it's looking like this right now, but who knows what happens in the days that come before Saturday. So still got a couple of days, let's wait and see. But also the big news, of course, Willie Gnonto seems to be available, well, back into first team training after his transfer request and refusal to play against Birmingham. Now, will he be involved? Let me know in the comments. Let's wait and see, but he's seemingly back in the fold and back in contention for the game at Ipswich on Saturday. So a little bit of team news. Obviously, Daniel Farke will let you know more, won't he? Maybe he's already let you know more by the time you're watching this, and my news is obviously out of date, but let's wait and see. But yeah, lots of injuries, no new signings, pretty much probably similar sort of lineup as you can imagine against West Brom on Friday. But let's talk about Ipswich Town, because they're top of the league. I mean, it's only 3 games in, but they've won all 3 games. Only one of 2 sides to do it. The other one, of course, is fellow relegated side Leicester City, who have also won all 3 games. Very impressive return to the Championship for Ipswich, or very impressive return to the Championship for Ipswich. Of course, Marcel Bielsa couldn't say Ipswich, could he? Very funny to watch him try and pronounce it, bless him. Very, very entertaining watch, wasn't it? That he really just couldn't get his head around the way to say it. But Ipswich Very, very impressive. Very settled side. They played the same starting 11 in all three championship games so far. Obviously, like I said, won all three. Very settled side, playing a 4-2-3-1. Very inexperienced side as well. The youngest as well of their starting 11 so far has been a player that is very well known, obviously, to fans of Leeds United. I didn't see much of him actually in the first team. Was very own our former player, Leif Davis. Very good Davis, of course. Um, yeah, he's a mainstay in the Ipswich Town side at left back, although Brandon Williams looks maybe set to rival him for that, looking like he's going to arrive, I think, on loan, maybe from Manchester United in the coming days. I don't know if that's a thing that'll be done before Saturday's game. Any Ipswich fans watching, let me know in the comments there. Are you closer than I think to signing Brandon Williams? But Leif Davis has established himself in that left back role, only 23. Like I said, he is the youngest of the settled starting 11. And it's very inexperienced at championship level if you take out the two centre midfielders who are very, very experienced at this level, as we will see many times up and down this league. The 46 games, well, the 43 games we have left of this season, we will see midfield attacks that are stacked with championship games and experience. These two lads in the middle of the park for Ipswich Town, Massimo Luongo and Sam Morsey, are just championship experience. The rest of the team, very little there, but it's obviously a team, like I said, that are settled, know how each other play, and it's going to be a very, very difficult game. This Kieran McKenna, isn't it? Is the Ipswich Town manager, the youngest of the championship managers this season. There are a lot of young managers, sort of late 30s and early 40s in this season's championship. He's only just the youngest manager, actually, because, of course, Russell Martin at Southampton is just 4 or 5 months older than him, I think, at 37-year-old. But it's a very young manager group, really, in the 24 teams generally. Our own Daniel Farke is 9 years the Ipswich manager's senior, so he's done a fantastic job, obviously. Got experience at Man United in the youth levels, and now he's been at Ipswich since late 2021, of course. Won promotion with Ipswich last season back in the Championship, and I remember Ipswich Town as a Premier League team, so I kind of like them, the Tractor Boys, and just that reminds me, of course, the Tractor Boys. I would like to just ask anybody, with it being the Tractor Boys, maybe it's something new I will integrate into the previews and everything, the nicknames of the opposition teams. Tractor Boys, I would like to know, can anybody ride a tractor? In the comments there, let me know, can you ride a tractor? Have you ever ridden a tractor or had a ride in a tractor? Let me know, because these are the Tractor Boys we come up against on Saturday. But yeah, very, very inexperienced side, but it seems to be working. Cohesion and familiarity is the key thing for Ipswich. Yeah, and there's goals in that team, isn't there? There are. And they're very, very dangerous. And if you couple that with our awful, awful record at Portman Road, then it's a horrible game to be involved in, really, for Leeds United. You have to go back 10 years almost to the day. We play them on the 26th of August. 24th of August 2013 was the last time we beat Ipswich at Portman Road. It was a 2-1 win, goals from Ross McCormack and Luke Varney saw us come away with all 3 points. Like I said, we haven't come away with all 3 points since then. In 5 attempts, Ipswich have won the last 4 at Portman Road and drawn the other one. It's a massive task for Leeds United, given the good feeling around Ipswich and the momentum that they're building coming up from League One, and building those 3 wins, 4 wins if you count the EFL Cup win over Bristol Rovers. So there's momentum there, it's building, and that's a big thing. We need momentum ourselves. I believe these games before the window shuts, though, are not really. I think our season starts after the window shuts when we get the players in, which we'll get players in the next 8 days or so. I think it starts then. When these players are bedded in, we then can start seeing some kind of cohesion like Ipswich have got, because I think these early games, it's very, very testing given the squad depth and the way the squad is and the feeling around the whole team with these, you know, transfer requests and players not wanting to play and things like this. Once we get that out of the way, the transfer window closes, like Bill said on his interview after the game on Friday. We all just want to know where we're at. The squad we've got, bed them in and go and just build, because I believe we will get there eventually under Daniel Farke. Yeah, whether it's this season, whether it's next, it's still early days. We don't really know, although early signs, everybody's disappointed. And yeah, you will be. We're going into the fourth game, no wins. We haven't won a league game since early April against Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. So we're desperate for that first win, aren't we? But let's wait and see. Obviously, going into the last meeting, I say Ipswich are unbeaten in 5, winning 4 of them. The last games at Portman Road. The last one was a 3-2 win for Ipswich. It was, I think, the very last game of the 18-19 season. I think they were already relegated to League One. Obviously, it was the last season they played in the Championship before this season. And we were on a bit of a low. Our season had gone dead. We were wanting automatic promotion. We ended up with the playoffs. Obviously, it was a little bit of a disappointment. We ended up in the playoffs, and I think they were still riding off that, going to Ipswich on the last game of the season. We ran out with a 3-2 loss. It didn't mean anything to either side. But that was the last one. I think Colin Quainer got the winner. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong there, but I think he did. And that was the last visit. But yeah. But let me know your thoughts in the comments there. Do you think we're going to win this game? Or it is about time we won a game. It's 4 games in. Like I said, no league win since early April. We need something. We need a positive. Going into the last knock-ins of the transfer window, hopefully we'll get some good quality transfers in. I mean, this Amari sounds like he's too good for the Championship. Will that one happen? Let's wait and see. Maybe it already has by the time you're watching this video, but there's plenty of rumours going on. We're starting to see a few more solid ones going on. Obviously, Joel Perreault as well. Leeds United are wanting him as well. So let's wait and see. But, you know, we're looking like we're cooking, aren't we, now? And let's wait and see. But let's go in with the travel guide, because this is going on, isn't it? We're 13 minutes in already to the preview. So travel then. We're doing it driving from Ellen Road to Portman Road. I know Leeds fans will travel far and wide to go and watch this game, but like I said before on the Birmingham preview, you know, I can only do it from Leeds because that seems logical. I know people come from far and wide to watch Leeds. There'll be some Leeds fans based in Ipswich, I'm sure, that are looking forward and buzzing for this game because it's close to them. But from Ellen Road driving to Portman Road, it will take all the 3 hours and 33 minutes. On a train, it looks like an absolute nightmare to get to Ipswich from Leeds. A couple of changes, I believe, and it takes about 4.5 hours on a train on a good time. So yeah, and the pubs, if you want to drink beforehand or after the game, there's one very, very close to the station that does welcome away supporters. I think it's called the Station Pub in Ipswich, not far away from the train station. So if you are going on the train, hop out and hop into the pub there, and you'll get some grub and a pre-match pint or something, a pre-match drink. Like I said, they do welcome away fans. It's a 10-minute walk away from Portman Road, so couldn't be closer really. So head into there. And things to do if you're making a weekend of it. Obviously, it's a bank holiday weekend, isn't it? There's not a great deal, it seems, to do in Ipswich. There's the Ipswich Museum, perhaps you want to have a look at. There's There's a wildlife farm. Sorry, looks like farmyard animals. That is maybe good to go to if you've got young children with you. There's the Transport Museum, the Ipswich Transport Museum to have a look at. There's a few sort of parks and things to go around and have a look at as well. So there's things to do there. The theatre as well, if you want to go there and make a night of it, perhaps on the Saturday night after the game, hopefully celebrating 3 points. But there's a few things to do. I'm sure you can look on yourself and have a look and see if you are making a weekend of it. I don't know if many people really would do, but perhaps you're just going down for the game. It's a long round trip if you are, but who knows? Let me know in the comments if you're making a weekend of it, a bank holiday weekend in Ipswich. Let's wait and see on that one on the comments. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Will we win this game? We really need a win. And yeah, hopefully it will happen on Saturday. Thank you very much for watching. Marching on together. The weather, just incidentally, looks like it's raining but hot. Wet but warm in Ipswich come kick-off on Saturday afternoon. Highs of 19 at kick-off. So maybe bring a waterproof coat if you want to. Thank you very much for watching Marching on Together. I'll see you on the next one.